If you've been feeling like you have been slowly losing your spark or feeling like dreaming has been really hard for you lately, then this episode is going to be for you. We're going to be talking about how to dream when things look dim all around you. And it's not necessarily that maybe something specific has happened, but maybe you've just been feeling a little burnt out. My name is Demi. This is the Intuitive Attorney, and here we pull oracle cards and we tell stories to help you be more in tune with yourself, help you to trust yourself a little bit more. And so, I don't really have too much to say. We're just going to get right into it. I know lately for me, I'm a dreamer, right? So I will have a lot of ideas around how to make my business better or how to be other things that I want to do to be more creative. And I've been putting a lot of effort into creating the life that I want for myself. And at the same time, lately, it has been feeling like I've been dragging. It could be the end of the year feelings that we get. I don't know when you're listening to this, but right now it is December. It is the week before Christmas time, and I have just been feeling really drained. So, we're going to look at a few cards around this theme of how to dream bigger when things look dim all around you, okay? So, let's go ahead and pull the cards. We will start with this one deck. You can't see it, but the first thing that we are going to pull is what are our strengths? What's your strength? The second one is going to be what's your weakness. And that third will be what opportunity is here. So, again, this is going to be all about dreaming. And I mean dreaming, not the sleep type of dream, but dreaming when it comes to what it is you want for yourself, what you want to bring to your business, how you want to put your gifts out into the world. All right. So let's go for it. Okay. So I'm going to pull our first card here. I'm going to actually split the deck. And the word that came out was mystic. And this is going to be our strength card. And what it says on the card here is to know that your challenges make you stronger. Okay, so this is something we hear all the time, right? That the things that are hard for you is actually what's going to help to make you more resilient. Now, I'm not talking about this doesn't feel like things that are necessarily like traumatic, okay? But more so in the doing. It feels like some of you have been doing a lot, right? And it can feel really draining for you because you can't see the end picture. When we dream in sort of these bigger abstract type of ways, and sometimes that can be really helpful, but sometimes it can feel like things aren't really concrete. I know that has been the case for me. So yeah, this says to know that challenges make you stronger and to have faith whenever you face adversity. Take time to rest, dream, and renew your strength. So, and the animal, this is an animal deck, is the polar bear, okay? So, right now, your strength is in resting, is in dreaming, renewing your strength. So, when we face these different challenges, it can maybe feel like we don't know which direction is up. And also remembering that taking time to go inside, taking time to retreat, taking time to be with yourself is the most powerful thing, one of the most powerful things that you can do for yourself. Right now, it is feeling like this is a season of pause. It doesn't mean that there aren't things to do, but to really be intentional about what it is that you are doing right now in this season, okay? Dreaming can help us to feel a little more hopeful. But sometimes, again, dreaming in these abstract ways can also make us feel overwhelmed. And so when you're dreaming right now, when you're thinking about all the things that you want to bring into the world, when you're thinking about how you want to run your business, how you want to put your gifts into the world. Remember to also take time to just retreat and be present with yourself and get intentional, okay? Let's pull the second card, which is going to be weaknesses. Weaknesses is more like what's getting in the way? What's getting in the way of you dreaming bigger? What's getting in the way of you feeling hopeful? All right, so the card just came out. Action is the word. I love that. I love that. Before I even look at the description, right? So the word is action, and the animal is a pronghorn. Sorry, okay. It looks like a pronghorn. Pronghorn. It kind of looks like a ram. It has the tufts on the top of its head. And so one of the things that is getting in the way is you feeling stagnant when it comes to taking action on the things that you're dreaming about. So we just talked about being still, right? And the other side of that coin is to take action. So it is a balance. It is duality. So when we sit and we need to take the time to dream, right? It'll be very helpful for you to take the time to ponder, to contemplate. And then once you're done doing that, take small action steps towards those things. So, for example, for me, I have been reimagining how I want to structure my business and reimagining how I want to, the different pockets of my business. And so I've been spending time just sitting with myself, being with myself to really feel into what do I want this to look like? What do I want it to feel like? How do I want people to interact with me? How do I want to interact with them? And then I have had to take small steps towards doing those things. Because for me, if I sit and I dream or think about it for too long, I start to stay in my head. So it's really important for me to then start to put some things into action, because then that starts to create the momentum, that starts to create some of the motivation and the drive. Because you're not always going to be motivated. That's just simply not the reality. Motivation is a feeling and it comes and goes. But what is helpful for us if we create these, when we create these routines in our lives, or create time in our lives to pour into the things that we're dreaming about, that is what helps to create the momentum to continue to work on the things that we're dreaming about. Okay, so the card says that opportunities are here and now is the time to act and to move forward with confidence. Your talents are always going to help you land on the pinnacle, and your quick wit and keen senses are going to lead you to success. Okay. I also I have a client, okay, who is creating a business right now, and she's putting all the pieces together for that business, and she has a lot of ideas. And as she has putting the pieces together, as she's taking action on all of her different ideas, she notices what needs to be tweaked and when. And as she is tweaking those different things, it helps her to become a little bit more inspired, okay, every single time. So right now is the time to dream and also put those things into action. All right, so our third card, I'm going to go to a different deck. It's going to be our opportunities. So what opportunities are here for you right now? Let's see, what opportunities are here for you? Also, oh, by the way, today is the new moon. So if there's anything that you are going to be launching, if there's anything that you are thinking about creating or calling in for yourself, today is, if you are listening to this on December 19th or maybe a couple days after December 19th, this energy is really, really strong to start new routines. For me, I started a new routine today. I woke up a little earlier. I did some not new practices, but like things that I've done before. So like making sure I move my body, making sure I have food, making sure I have quiet time, journaling, right? My routine. I really, I did all of those things this morning. I got up a little earlier and made sure I put those things into practice this morning and got really intentional about it, because this is a routine that I want to build for the next at least month, and tweak it to see what works for me and see what doesn't. Okay, so this new moon energy, great time to sign things, great time to launch things, great time to get into a new routine, get into a new flow. Maybe do a collaboration, start some new relationships, things like that. Okay. All right. So the opportunity. All right. So so the sign is Virgo, and the number is a 6 on this card, and it says to release perfectionism. Okay. So when we get to dream, I shouldn't say when we get to dream, because we are always allowed to dream. When we allow ourselves to dream, it's when we allow ourselves to dream, and when we put those dreams into action, it allows us the opportunity to release this idea that everything has to be perfect, okay? That everything has to be a certain way, that everything has to come together in a certain type of way. You're never going to know the end result of anything. And I know for me, that has felt really, really scary, because it's like, I feel like I'm someone who likes to have control over things for a lot of different reasons, lots of different reasons. And so when I feel like I can't exactly see how things are going to turn out, and I'm intuitive, right? So at the same time, I can see and can feel how things are going to turn out, but I don't know the details, right? We don't know the details of everything all the time. And so, but wanting to always know the details, always wanting to be in control and know how things are going to turn out, is a form of perfectionism. And so when you let yourself think of all the infinite possibilities, okay? Think of all the infinite possibilities for yourself, and then take small action steps on those possibilities. You start to dismantle the idea of what things have to look like, and you allow yourself to be more flexible. You allow yourself to be more free. Up under that perfectionism card is actually a card that says free yourself, and the number is a 9 on that card. We usually just do 3, but I felt to talk about that card too, right? Because when we release ourselves from these shackles of feeling like we have to do things in a certain type of way, that allows us to be more fluid, that allows us to be more flexible, and that is and being in that state, it just feels better. You know what I'm saying? It just feels better. Being rigid all the time is not always helpful, especially if you are someone who identifies more with their more feminine energy. Okay, being rigid is not helpful for you. Now, again, this does not mean that you just don't take action on things, that there's never any structure, that there is no devotion or dedication to the things that you are doing. It just means that when we approach the things that we are creating, when you approach your business ideas, when you approach your gifts, when you approach the new relationships that you're building, we are doing so from a place of openness, from a place of wonder, from a place of hope, okay? Even when maybe you don't always feel super hopeful. But even that, and even embracing that and acknowledging, like, damn, like, I'm not feeling super inspired, knowing that that's okay too. Right? It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to look like anything, because the creation will make itself known, right? The journey is the journey. And what I mean by that is that as we are taking steps to create things and build things or pivot or try different things, that is where we're going to learn the most, and that's where we refine, okay? So I think, yeah, that's it for today. That is it. Again, we'll just go back through the strengths are that you get to take time to rest and renew and dream. Like that, there is strength in that, okay? And having faith, even when you are facing this challenge, when you're facing adversity. And then where our weaknesses or our blocks are coming in is taking action on things. So when you take action on the things that you are dreaming about, that is going to help you to feel more fulfilled, help you feel more aligned with yourself. And there's an opportunity to release perfectionism, an opportunity to release the idea that things have to look or be a certain type of way, and learn to embrace all of the emotions that you're having right now, embrace all of the ups and the downs, because all of it is working together for your good, right? All of it is working together in order and going to take you on the path that you need to be, right? Like you're already on the path that you need to be, just dreaming bigger, taking action on those things, and allowing yourself to not be perfect through it all, okay? All right. So that's all I have for you today. Thanks for listening. Let me know what are some things that you have been dreaming about or working on in the comments, okay? And I will see you guys next time. Bye.